I think what's really important for healthcare professionals is to know about this endocannabinoid system, the newly discovered endogenous cannabinoid system. Endogenous meaning it's made within the body. Scientists have discovered that. It's an ongoing process here. More and more is being discovered and learned about our human body, on a daily, weekly basis. But what we've discovered is it's not just in humans. It's in all animals, mammals, birds, etc., except insects, which might explain why they've just kind of been basic as life, from ancient times to now. I don't think the ants change that much, or the cockroach, we'll put it that way, hasn't changed much over time. But if we look at this system, I think what we're seeing is on the molecular level, its main purpose is to help us maintain homeostasis or balance. Not to stay here, but to stay within this balance level, not to be extremes, but to keep us on an even keel, to keep our systems working well. And it affects almost all of our physiological processes. It's involved with the immune system. It's involved with our pulmonary system. We've got receptors in our bronchioles that help open the airways when needed. It's involved with our heart, our blood, our circulatory system, almost any system. And that does a lot. I mean, one, we need it to help keep us in balance, to keep us healthy. And if you look at it that way, you can say that it fights stressors. Daily life, we're taking in stressors. We survive by nourishment, the food we eat. Well, in today's world, we're not eating real food a lot of the time. We're eating chemicals or processed food. The liver has to work hard to get rid of those chemicals. And here's the endocannabinoid system helping process that, making sure those foods are used right. We've got stressors coming from whether it be physical injuries to deal with, and the body needing to heal us after those injuries, from being attacked by bacteria, by fungus, by viruses, any kind of system that could go wrong in our body. The endocannabinoid system is in there on this molecular level, making things happen, and it's taught us a lot. We always used to think, like nerves, we have our afferent and efferent nerves. I mean, nerves that travel this way down from the brain down here to feel stuff, and then to signal back to the brain to tell us something. With the endocannabinoid system, we're learning about this, as we say, modulating effects it has. It can go back and forth in between nerves. It can travel back up if it needs to. It can like shut something down or turn something on as needed by the body. And just even that little example might help explain like phantom pain. Phantom pain being something when someone loses a limb or something, you lose your leg or you lose an arm, and yet patients will say they're feeling pain in their fingers. They don't have any fingers left. But the nerves they're kind of caught up in this thing. And the endocannabinoid system needs to help turn that off. No, there's nothing going on there, turn it off. So it's a really, really important overall system for our functioning. It should be. It's one thing that, for me, I keep going, why isn't this worldwide? I shouldn't say worldwide. Why in the United States isn't this headline news? Why doesn't 60 Minutes have something on 2020, every news show? Why aren't all the Dr. Oz, name the medical shows, why aren't they talking about this? This is amazing science. We don't know enough about it, but in the future, I'm sure we're going to learn how to, in going to your physician's office and have your endocannabinoid system somehow measured to see if it's functioning optimally or not. We're learning things like it's helping explain why how we can help keep it healthy. One, obviously, by eating good food, because we are what we eat. If we eat good food, all of our, everything in our body will be healthier, being nourished. In terms of, the fact that it's not just humans that this endocannabinoid system is so important to, it's with animals. Historically, we've also found that not only there were a lot of cannabis medicines, tincture of cannabis, we had Canadana cigarettes for asthma, but back then they knew that it was good. It opened up the airways, and we've now found those receptors in our bronchioles to help explain, oh, okay, that's what happens. It helps the airway relax and open up, so the asthmatic who's getting tightening and can't get air helps them relax and breathe. So we've got these old bottles, but we've also found old medicines for animals, to help with colic in the horse. So, how many of us have cats, dogs, etc.? We happen to be golden retriever lovers. But whatever it may be, that this could be a very important for animals to fight cancer, to help. I mean, the system, same thing. It's going to help them stay in balance. And how many of our animals are suffering from certain things, same as humans, that cannabis could be very important for them. There's a future out there, not only for humans, but our animals need this medicine too.